Long story short, I got into CSSSA animation programs in 2023. Everybody always posts their applications if they're either accepted or rejected, so I just thought I'd do that. Nothing crazy. I'll add like a little bit of commentary just to kind of explain some of the choices I made and what I recommend you do for each of the different assignments. But if you're just here to look at like what I did, then I'll put in like timestamps in the thing so you can just look at the art. Okay, basically this first assignment was you have to do a portrait of a famous person. I chose Willem Dafoe. I just like Willem Dafoe. It's not that complicated. I promise. I think a lot of people think that because it's a portrait, you gotta do crazy realism. I say that is false, because these two, this one and the next one I'm about to show you, are really big when it comes to showing your style. They want to see your style. I know everyone and their grandma's always like, we want to see who you are. This is actually about who you are, you know? Show your style in these early ones. Do things that you know you're good at. You know? Like, this isn't the time to start picking up realism. Save your realism, like, for the life drawing. But if you like realism, then, like, go for it. But that's just what I mean. For this next assignment, I think this is assignment B, they give you a song every year. This year, it was Royals by Lorde. Like I said, more creative stuff. Show that you know how to do creative things and have a consistent style. I mean, this one and the last one look like they were made by the same person. So to use that to your advantage and really just kind of show that you're kind of like you have like a sense of style. You know, if you don't have a sense of style, then my advice is to make shit up. Do like a couple things to make it look like it's like drawn by the same guy. It shouldn't really be a problem, but you know. Right, just some more creative work. The life drawings. Guys, please don't make your first exposure to life drawings be on this application. Take a life drawing class, please, for the love of God. At least one, like beforehand. Because you're shooting yourself in the foot. How do you want to go into animation and then not take a life drawing class? Sorry. Like, respectfully, reality check moment. You need to take a life drawing class. God help you. Please. So I think a lot of people think that these life drawings are kind of lame, you know, like just in general, like, oh, how am I supposed to really show personality through like some naked guy? Well, see, like I think this one's a good example. I've got little like writings in the margins, you know, like write silly notes about the things that you make. It shows that you're like kind of invested. You didn't just pump and dump. You kind of know what it is that you're drawing, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's just a good opportunity to show that like you have a life. I mean, this one, yeah, this one also has like a little note in it. This is also, the life drawings are also a really good chance to like show different mediums. Like usually they say on the, when you apply that they want to see different mediums, go for like three solid mediums that you're good at and can execute. That's what I would do. This is the animation portion. Don't overdo it. I wanted to make like a big animation for this, and if you think you can do that, then I say power to you. But if you're also a little lazy, like me, or you're coming down to the last couple weeks and you know you're not going to be able to finish it, grab a couple GIFs. Make a few little short things that show you know how to do a little bit of squash and stretch, know how to do a little bit of anticipation, just some basic animation principles that are shown in funny little GIFs. Don't do bouncing ball. They don't want bouncing ball, but walk cycles and head turns are fair game as far as I know. Okay, utilize the God-given disability for this writing portion. I did. I utilized it. These two questions, the first one was, what's like a tough thing that you had to do and overcame? And the second one is just, why did you pick the famous person for like that first drawing that I showed you guys? The writing. Everyone overlooks the writing. This is like, if you haven't been showing like personality or like kind of like told a little bit about yourself, you need this. You need the writing. Don't just BS the writing. I promise you, I think they can tell. You just gotta make, like, a really solid effort with the writing. I mean, this is, like, fine. You know? Like, be a little silly. Be a little fun, one could say. And also just, like, explain yourself. I mean, it's, like, never... I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. It's, like, not the end of the world if you don't get in. Like, if you're, like, in your last year of high school and just now you're deciding to apply... Got bad news for you, bud. You probably should have done that earlier. But, I mean, you don't get in, you apply next year. Tough. I mean, some people take only 2 tries. You know, worst comes to worst, you wait another year. There are plenty of other, like, nice art colleges that do cool art stuff. If you're applying out of state, God bless you, dude, because the out-of-staters are fucking crazy, because there's only 5 spots in each, like, portion of the program to make it happen, you know? And so it's tough. It's tough. You guys are really out here. So, big takeaways. Don't go for realism in the early work, obviously excluding life drawings, but don't go for realism in the early work if you can't do realism. Show style in the first 2. Show a variety of mediums. I say pick like 3 that you're good at and use them. Life drawings, I'd say do like little doodles in the margins or something. Like take little notes. Take little notes about what you're drawing. Shows you're like more invested. Be creative. Literally be creative. You gotta have an idea. Just have an idea. Like it doesn't have to be, you don't have to part the Red Sea, you know, just come up with a good idea. For the animations, remember, no bouncing ball. Just show you can do some fundamentals. Writing, don't overthink it, but just kind of use it to kind of talk a little bit more about yourself. In conclusion, I think that at least this was a pretty successful operation right now. I mean, look at that. Look at all that. I did get in. I think most people watching this are going to be able to get in. Like, it's never that serious. Yeah, you can do it. It's, like, not even going to be a problem. And if you don't, then you'll be fine. Just apply next year. Okay, bless up. Love you all. Adios.